Hey everybody, and welcome to Briar Rose Cottage here on YouTube. I'm Moonstone Crone, and welcome all my little gemstones. Um, I am having a thought of changing my name on, there we go, on Facebook to Lady Rosemary. Um, to reflect where I'm in my head at the moment. In my life, thinking that it would be um, oh, look at this, double chin. I think it would be cool and something different and that kind of thing. um, so I'm gonna bounce that idea around in my head for a little bit. And I also wanted to mention as big thank you to my 79 subscribers, because it's exciting when you get extra bodies deciding that you're worth their time to sit and watch, and I appreciate every one of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My goal is to get 100 subscribers by the end of June, and then really try and make a push over the summer and autumn into winter to see if I can get that 1,000 subscribers. Um, uh, by the end of the year. Now that YouTube has opened up uh, the use of the phone so that I can make videos, it's a lot easier for me to just do impromptu videos. Itchy nose. So yes, totally thinking that changing my name to Lady Rosemary of Briar Rose Cottage is a good thing. I have spent the last 2 days tidying up a bunch of that mess that in the last yard walk video that I showed, trying to get things tidied up out front so I can do digging. Had to get rid of all the stuff that was just kind of sitting there that I had from Halloween. And that was on Wednesday, and then today on Thursday, I went and started moving stuff away from the edge of the shed. The plan there, and I'm not sure I can even remotely do that this year, but the plan there is to um, extend the garage out a bit and put a little greenhousey type thing there. Take the walls down so I can go in through the shed into greenhouse without having to add another door. And I'm really, other than being tired, I hurt. My arthritis, my osteoarthritis is going, grr, grr, you made us work today, grr. But I'm not feeling too bad right at the moment. I think it's just the sitting. I do a lot of sitting. It's going to take forever. Sorry, I have I have Flip on the TV, so every so often, if you see me looking that way, it's because it's all moving, and I am absolutely attracted to movement. Um, but yes, I'm hoping to get the yard more organized and stop looking like a crack house on the corner or somebody's yard out, you know, in the back 40. where they have room to have wood piles and stuff like that. I really want to get my garden beds in, and I want to get planters built and things like that. I have some things coming from whatever. Tamu, I think it's called. Um, a bunch of it's for the outside, so I will be, once it arrives, I'll be um, doing some unboxing for that, um, and see what I got and whether or not it was worth the money and time and the bit of aggravation that it caused me. Um, and I got some glow in the dark stones. I think are gonna look cute in the yard. Um, and then I look forward to sharing that with you. Um, as well as getting back to the Renos, because yes, I need to do something with that. Um, and got this living room and get rid of the carpet. It's so freaking old and it's falling apart and so full of dust and everything, and it makes it hard for me to keep things clean. And I am very allergic to dust, so um, uh, I'm just tired. Um, anyways, it's just hard for me to feel 100% healthy when I can't clean properly. So, um, for anyone who doesn't know, this is, I pulled paneling down last summer so that I could see what was behind this wall, whether or not the paneling was on drywall or not, and it's not. My plan is in between here is to uh, put built-in shelves. Pull that plastic down, um, and put some. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to not look like I'm talking off in the distance, but actually talking to you. Um, Built-in shelves for DVDs and books and that kind of thing. Um, because that's so perfect for me. And I need the space. I need the floor space. It's way too small in here. Served its purpose at the time, but modern life, um, we have more things. Even if you try to downsize, we still have more things. Um, and so my plan is to get rid of clunky furniture, big furniture, um, and do some rearranging type thing. Um, Pause a minute. So I'm also thinking and bouncing around ideas. I really think I want a door on that wall too, as well, into the bedroom, because as I'm gonna hopefully get the upstairs all insulated, that'll be the main bedroom, and then I can turn the bedroom into a spare room, office, craft room, so creating space, storage, because I don't want to be in and up and down stairs every time that I am um, looking for something. I don't want all my yarn in the basement. I actually don't want my crafts supplies down there. Sorry about that. Um, I want to be able to have my stuff where I can reach it and be kinder to my knees. Um, the plan is to potentially make space for my brother, but to use it as storage. Um, for Christmas stuff, interior building supplies, you know, um, things that I might want like once a year. Um, and that kind of thing. So yes, that is definitely the plan. Is just completely clean that all out and like I said, get rid of all that. And a very future me problem is to potentially create a little suite for my brother down there. To park his took his bum, park his butt. Um, I've been trying to get him to come out here for years, but he lives in BC, and you know, I don't blame him for not wanting to come. Um, but yeah. Oh, so yes, just been tidying in the house and tidying outside. Cleo, the crone cat, and my calico in the videos, she turned 12 on the 7th. So that's the big thing. So now she's totally officially older than I am. It's nice seeing her go outside, and she's been doing that and being silly, and I love that. I knew spring was coming because Morgana and Bastion were getting really, really crazy. Simon's been silly, a little bit silly too. Monkey's just being monkey. Punzel is, I don't know how she's gaining weight and getting a little bit pudgy. She's developing a little bit of a chunk. I don't know how. She runs around upstairs a lot. Like, um, it's shaped like a square donut up there, and because the stairs in the middle of the house, and she runs in circles around there. She jumps up on the recliner and then onto the bed and then down across the floor and around. Yeah. Uh, so I don't know. I don't know because I'm trying not to overfeed her. But at the same time, trying to make sure she gets fed. So, let's see. Oh, phooey. So yes, I also on Facebook have the companion group to this channel called Briar Rose Cottage, and I'm posting things that I find, things you won't get on here on YouTube. Same as some of my TikTok stuff, which is under Moonstone Crone. I'm trying to make it so that it's not all the same in all of the things. Because I think it's just nice to take that moment and have it just be a little bit different. Still hoping to do some cooking. With the prices of everything being so expensive, I have experience in how to so sorry. I'm so sorry. How to make simple meals. Like tonight, I took what have it been, maybe a cup and a half of stewing beef, and I cut it up in little pieces and threw it in my electric skillet with half a large onion, and eventually I ended up with water, with some spices that I wanted in there, like rosemary and turmeric, and then you're frying all up. I added rice and peas and corn and beef broth, and then a little bit of cornstarch in the last of the beef broth just to make sure everything was thick. It was pretty good. And it just made a beef and rice, and it was all done in one pan, and then dishes tonight was the electric skillet, 2 bowls, 2 spoons, and that's it. I think I bought the stew beef on clearance. I don't know if in the US they have clearance, but here in Canada, Walmart does clearance, and the meat we pick up at Walmart is decent meat, and the clearance stuff is still really good. Like I bought was less than $3. I bought about a pound. I guess that's 454 grams of boneless, skinless chicken thighs for less than $3. Now you throw some rice or some potatoes, or I think we had it with potato patties. It was fried chicken and potato patties. And I don't use shake and bake. If I don't have any vegetable crackers, I make my own with flour. I grew up with flour and seasoned salt type things. So you just flour, like half a cup of flour to a cup of flour in a Ziploc baggie, and shake some seasoned salt in there, maybe a teaspoon, because you don't want it to be too salty, and some turmeric and poultry seasoning. It works wonderful. You don't want any more than half to a teaspoon of anything for your spices and stuff, depending what all you're putting in there. And then I just stick that bag, when I've done all the chicken, I stick that bag in the freezer to keep the bacteria and the germs down. And I do pork chops in that with that too. I just save that. I don't throw it in the garbage. So and that's one way to save some money, is just to make your own. It's called a dredge for your chicken and your pork chops or whatever else that you want to do. And then think in terms of portion size. How much do you really need to be eating to make dinner? And like dinner tonight filled my small electric skillet, fed both Dave and I. He's got lunch at some point that he stuck in the freezer, and he thinks there's enough for supper tomorrow night. So leftovers is amazing. And so I take like a cup and a cup and a half, which is probably like half a pound of stew beef, and I've made 2 dinners and a lunch. And having everything be in one. Oh, I had a knife. I had the chopping knife and the cutting board and the thing I stirred the thing. So there was a few extras. So it was nice because I hadn't done dishes for a couple of days. So we are 19 plus in the minutes. So we'll just head out and have a breath and slow down for a minute. Again, I am so grateful for all my subscribers. And don't be afraid to comment on my videos. It's all going to be old school, so please, don't yak at me about my my lack of technological skills. because I don't have a computer. I can't even make videos the way I was making them before. So, um, but yes, and I have been working on a build in Minecraft um, to share with you guys. Um, I play on creative. I think I've said that before. Peaceful creative, because for me, Minecraft is for relaxing. When I want, like, I watch FWIP and Infinite Drift and sometimes Mythical Sausage. Um, and they're just great to just go sit and watch with everything that's going on. It's just a great way to relax. I do a lot of watching on here, some watching on Disney, some watching on Netflix, um, occasionally on Pluto, sometimes on Tubi. Farscape was on Tubi, um, and then and like other stuff here on YouTube. So, um, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to yard work, house housework. I've got to finish fixing the bathroom and doing craft work too as well. Getting my crochet on and finish some painting that I started and um, writing. I've started writing poetry again. I have a book idea of poetry and things. I've got a couple of them to seriously do, and I think I'm going to use my Vistaprint account thingy to use one of the photo books in order to do that. I just would like to see my stuff in a hardcover. So, need to wrap this up. Peace, love, and happiness, everybody. Remember to be kind, and but especially be kind to yourself. Don't forget to pat yourself on the back for a job well done, or even if all you could do today, because your chronic illness said this is how it's going to go, was get out of bed. If you fed yourself, way to go. Pat yourself on the back. And until next time, bye for now.